What's up, Cancer? This is Marcus from King of Lions Oracle, back with your reading from March 7th through March the 13th. So we're going to take some time and do some energies here for you for the week. We're going to get your Moonology card to give you some timing for when things this week are going to change for you and start for you. Okay? We're also going to do a Tao Oracle card so we can get some general energies of what energies you should change. And then we'll get a spiritual card for you with the Starseed Oracle. Okay? So let's see. Alright, and then let's see, I'll get you one more. Then after we do that, what we'll do is going to get you some tarot. And what we'll do with the tarot is we'll kind of clarify and get you some energies here. Okay? Alright, so it looks like you have a lot of water energy here, Cancer, which you kind of expect here. Alright, so let me take some time. Let's get some energies here for you and see what's going to happen for you this week and give you a little bit of insight. Alright? Okay, so the first card we have here is what do you need to release. So for the March 7th through 13th, ancestors, give me some information on what this Cancer needs to release. What does Cancer need to release? All right, so you have the Sun. All right, so flip it away for you. See what does Cancer need to release, right? So you have the 10 of Wands, okay, the 9 of Wands. I'm not gonna take all these cards, all of this stuff fell out, right? So far what I can see is it looks like you have the Sun, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. So it looks like you've had a lot of stressful things that you've been carrying with you, and what you got to do is you got to release that negative energy, feeling that things aren't gonna go well for you, all right? So for the second energies, we have the Knight of Cups. Actually, first we had the Hierophant, the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Okay, King of Wands. We got all these energies. I'm not going to take all of them. But we have the Hierophant, the 8 of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups, King of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. So it's good energy there. All right. And then we'll just fix these. All right. So then for your spiritual card, we have the Whale and Orca Elders. All right. So this is about sharing your song, sharing the frequency of sound, and diving deep. So with this being the water, there's a lot of water that's here. Okay, it looks like you definitely have some things that you're going to change. It looks like this is going to start this week, or you're going to start to see the change of that this week. So the first thing we have here is the Emperor. We have the Death card. Right, and then we have the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. So this is great. All right, so we'll start here first. So, Cancer, just like I said, there's a lot of water energy here. If you look at this first card, it says, what do you need to release? Okay. Now, if you look at the what do you need to release card, you can see that this is during the winter and it has snow falling. So during the winter time, you may have had some doubts. You may have had some feelings that, you weren't enough, or you felt like you didn't have enough energy to move forward, or maybe you just felt stuck. Because with water, especially during the wintertime, water is solid, so it's hard to move. It's almost like you can't get through and things aren't flowing, okay? And this is saying the waning moon. Now, with those energies that we have, you have the Sun, which the Sun is one of the number one things that will melt ice. So what this is saying is, what do you need to release? You need to release that bad feeling about yourself, that feeling that you don't have enough or that your energy is not sufficient. The Sun always comes through and it lets you know that things are more, things are brighter and things are more abundant and things are a lot better than you think. This is the best card in the deck. So anytime you get the Sun card, it's just let you know that whatever was happening, this is going to illuminate that things are better. And if you look at this person, they're putting their hands up to the sky. They're just taking in that sun energy, and they're just absorbing all the positivity. So that's coming from what you need to release. Now you have also the 10 of Wands. Okay. So with this 10 of Wands card, you can see this person, they're on a long journey and they've had to go over this big, long hill. They've had so many different things they had to deal with, and they've had so much baggage, okay? Now, what I'm seeing here is you have, there's an actual bull here that's carrying things. So possibly, just my intuition is telling me, maybe it was a Taurus that you were dealing with that was giving you some of these problems, Cancer, that you might have had to deal with, or possibly this could have been some structure, or maybe somebody that was just real stubborn, that wasn't being helpful to you. But you're at the end now, okay? So you're at the bottom of the hill. Your travels that was just wearing you out and wearing you down are almost finished. Okay? And then we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, this card I like a lot because it's interesting. So if you look at the Eight of Swords here, this shows a person who's looking in the mirror. And when they look in the mirror, the swords are being held by them. They feel like they're being tied up by these strings that are controlled by the crows, right? But if you look at it upside up, this person's able to see themselves clearly, okay? So what I take from this here is that it looks like there was a lot of things that mentally was holding you back, okay? And maybe you were doubting yourself again. This is with that winter energy. And maybe you felt like things weren't enough, or maybe you felt like you weren't sufficient. But now with this sun energy coming this week, you're going to see that things are going to work in your favor, Cancer, and that things are going to be beneficial for you. And you just have to kind of get that mindset and kind of change that mindset. With that sun energy, you're going to melt that block of ice, that winter feeling that you were having. All right? Now, moving along, we have the abysmal. Now, isn't it a coincidence that you being a Cancer, which is a water sign, all of your spiritual cards, all of your oracle cards all have water. So you see this is crashing, okay? This is the abysmal. 2 + 9 is 11. 11 is a master number. Now, from what I see here with this, you see the waterfall. Now, the waterfall is when energy crashes from high to low. So you start off high with your emotions going from one emotion coming down back to the earth, and it's crashing. You see how it's splashing all over the place, and this is causing a little bit of chaos. But then once all of the emotions get pulled together, it's nice and smooth and tranquil. Okay. Now this is about danger, insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability, hazardous conditions, dark emotions, facing fear, and courage. So in the wintertime, when you had that blocked ice feeling where you felt like you were stuck, where you felt like things weren't moving and things weren't doing well for you, you were afraid. You weren't aware of what was going to happen. And so once you started to see things in a more positive light with that sun energy, this is when the energy started flowing. This is when the water started melting. And this is when this abysmal started happening, where the waterfall has the energy crashing. Okay. Now, one of the things that you know about water is smooth. Water crashes, but water can actually shape a rock. So even if a rock is hard, the water crashing on it can smooth out that surface. So I feel the same thing about in the wintertime, how you were feeling that things were hard and how you're feeling hard about yourself or hard on yourself. Now with that sun energy melting it, this water's crashing down. And this is going to smooth out that rock energy that you're feeling, that hard energy that you're feeling against yourself, like things weren't going to be beneficial. Right? So you see this is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant has a stairway going up to the divine. So this is just saying that you have to find something within you, whether it's meditation, whether it's yoga, or something of that nature, will help you to move yourself forward so that you'll be able to figure out what's the best thing for you. And once you meditate, you look at the smile on that guy's face. Well, no matter how you identify, this person is taking that time to meditate and clear their mind. And now you see all that energy going up. And they're seeing that their divine energy and that divine light's coming down. And that energy, if you see the red color, and it's almost like the sun coming out of a portal, creating that for them. All right? Now, what I can see is this week, things are going to move fast for you. There's a message that's going to come to you that's going to give you some positive information, and this is going to come to you really quickly. This might be a text message, this might be an email. Somebody might even see you drive by, and they might even yell out the window to you, "Hey, I found this new situation for you, a new job, da 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 da." But this is something that's going to come really quickly. You're going to see the change this week. And a funny thing is, this is the 8 of Wands. Okay, so I'm thinking that more than likely this is going to happen to you on the 8th. Okay, or you'll see that happen either around 8 o'clock or on the 8th. All right, now the next energy you have here is really dope. This is the Knight of Cups with the Emperor. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Now, this is really cool energy because what this is saying is that you're going to have an offer that's going to come to you. All right? Now, this offer that's going to come to you is going to come from someone that's going to be an offer that makes you feel good about yourself. It could be an offer of love. I'm thinking more, since the Hierophant's here, I'm thinking this is more going to be work. But this is going to be someone that's going to come to you, possibly your own sign, or maybe this might be a representative of you. Okay, because Knight of Cups also represents all the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, and also Pisces. But you have the Emperor here. Okay, I'm sorry, the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is about someone who takes charge, someone who's not afraid to step forward into their light, someone who's not afraid to do their best. They're confident in themselves and they use that passion to drive themselves forward to make sure that they achieve their goal. Okay, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so there's a passionate opportunity that's coming to you that you're gonna have to take advantage of. And the more that you put your mind to take advantage of it, things are going to be beneficial for you and things are going to be good and fruitful to the point that you're going to be able to make a legacy out of this. You're going to make a lot of money and a lot of abundance. Okay? Now, if you see this person, if you look at the card, you see the way that the gentleman's looking at their significant other, no matter how you identify, they're looking at this person with light. They're happy. There's no worries. The kids are playing in the background. They're just enjoying themselves. They even have their pet. And just you see everything is just going well. And you see the lights above them. Things are illuminated. They can see exactly what the future is going to be. So just from what I'm seeing here, this is something that's going to be beneficial towards you. You just have to approach it with your heart, approach it with love. The Knight of Cups also represents Mercury. Now, usually the typical Knight of Cups has a gentleman that has a hat, a knight that has a hat with the Mercury wings on it. So this might be something that has to do with you speaking up for yourself, or maybe public speaking, or again you speaking to take charge, or you being that leader that's going to have to speak and take charge of what the situation is bringing. Whether it's a new job, or maybe you're a public speaker, or maybe you're the boss, or you're starting your own community. You could even be someone who's starting to teach like yoga, or someone who's starting to teach meditation or something like that with the Hierophant that you have here. Okay, but that energy there could also be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's coming in, that's going to help you out with this positive offer. Okay, now this is one of my favorite Starseed Oracle cards, Whale and Orca Elders. All right, and what this is saying is that you've been through a long journey. Okay, and you're sharing your song, your frequency and sound and diving deep. So what this is saying is you've been through a long journey. You've been through the ups and downs, and you being a Cancer sign, this has affected the water that's in your body. Right now, everybody's made of 70% water. And so your emotions are a big thing that controls you, and it's a big thing that drives you. And this is one of the reasons why the moon cycles affect us so much, i.e. Cancer, because Cancer is represented by the moon. Right? So with this Whale and Orca Elders, this is saying that use your emotions that you've learned and that you've grown from to kind of change the people around you and make that big wave. The lessons that you learn, they're not just for you to learn. We're here in life, and as I was always told, if it doesn't happen to you, it happens around you so you can learn from it. And so if you do have that wisdom you can share with people, share that frequency with other people so that they learn that lesson and they can grow from it. Okay? Now this is the Emperor. So you see this person, they got the chess piece, they're ready to go, they got the red, they're sitting on top of Mars. Okay? Now the funny thing is, Mars is right now, it's in Aquarius. All right, and anytime that Mars is in Aquarius, this is represented about you doing things on your own, because the Aries, so the Emperor is represented by Aryan energy. So this is a person about structure, a person who makes wise decisions. They don't really use their emotions. They're the combination of all four kings. So they have the King of Swords energy, where they use wise thought, but they're also passionate and they make their passionate decision. But in Aquarius, this is special because Aquarians are individual thinkers. They like to be alone. They like to be by themselves. So they don't let anybody influence them. And so with this Emperor energy, what you have, this is some experience that you've gone through that you're going to take some time and effort to push this out, to share with people. Maybe this is a new idea that you have to start a new business and the light bulb just came to you. Okay? And this has made you transform. Okay, so as you see with this card here, the transformation, this is death and rebirth. So during that time, in the wintertime, when like we said, what do you need to release? In the wintertime, you were stuck. Things were stagnant. You weren't moving. the sun energy has enlightened you. Okay, that's because the sun energy is in your past position, and that's made you melt a little bit, and it's made you change, and it's changed you from a solid now to a little bit of liquid, and then now you're flowing, and you're seeing what things will be beneficial for you as you change. Okay, now this is representative of Scorpio energy, the death and rebirth. So this may be something that's representative of your 8th house, and the 8th house is about other people's money, transformation. This is also about your relationships that you have, and also, sexual endeavors and things of that nature too. So look further into yourself and look to see how this is going to change you. Okay. Now you have the 9 of Wands, you have the 6 of Wands. All right. So with the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, this is saying that you're going to have victory in whatever you endeavor. Now with the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Wands energies just together, this is saying that you are destined to be successful. And you're going to start to see that this week. Now, with the 9 of Wands, this means that you've already dealt with so many messed up things, and you've already had so many things go bad for you, that you've already started to plan and provide protection for yourself because you've seen these things happen before. So you see this person, they have the fence in the background. So while they're turning forward and they're looking, they're not worried because they've already put together a defense. So you're going to be successful, and your success is going to be protected because you've already gone through those experiences. You've learned from the different things here. You figured out what's the best here for you. You've got out of your own way, and now that you're looking in the mirror, you're not stepping into this 8 of Swords energy anymore. Now you're seeing things clearly like the person on the other side of the coin. Okay, so I think that things are going to be very, 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 very beneficial for you. For this deck, the bottom of the deck energy, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is you beating to your own drum. Okay, this is you feeling your own energy, and you know that things are going to be working out for you now. Okay, in the past you had that 5 of Pentacles energy where things were not fruitful for you. You were feeling down and depressed. But if you see there, the key is right there. All they had to do is lift their head, and they just had to put the key in the door, and things were going to work out for them. Okay. You felt like you had to throw it up to nature and just say, you know what, universe, just take the wheel. I'm not sure what to do. You tell me what to do. So that Page of Wands is just taking the energy and just throwing it up to the universe and just figuring out what's next. You had to cut out the BS. You see the guy has the gray hair. You've had experience in all of these different things they've shown you. The owl represents seeing the light in the dark, because the owls can see 360 degrees. They can turn their heads around without breaking their neck, and they can also see very clearly in the dark. Okay? So you have all the energies in you. All of these things are going to be beneficial here for you, and I'm confident of that for you, Cancer. I think that things are going to work for you this week. I think that you're going to see things. Just in my opinion, I think that you should keep an eye out for the 8th and the 9th. Those days look like they're going to be transformative for you, all right? And even the 10th, because you have the 10 of Pentacles here, all right? So I just want to say thank you for your time watching the page. I appreciate everybody that's been viewing the page. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can also check out my contact information if you want to reach out to me for an individual reading. I'm going to be taking individual readings here. And right now I'm not doing them for a big amount. So just kind of reach out to me. And also, if you do decide that you want to donate to the channel, you can certainly donate to the channel. That helps me get new cards, and it helps me keep up the page. But as for now, I just appreciate looking out for you guys and showing you what I have and giving you some information. Take care, Cancer. Peace.